Okay, so we are going to begin discussing circles. On your notes, you need to draw a circle that looks like this. You need to have a diameter, which is here. You need to show your center, which is here. The radius, which is half of your diameter. And then what we're really going to learn about that's new is our circumference. So that is the distance around a circle. So make sure that you have this in your notes. And we are going to look now at a little video activity. So here I have a circle. So we're going to determine how we come up with the formula that we do to find the circumference for a circle. So here, if I'm looking at diameter, okay, if I watch this little video and it happens quick, this area here, one second, is your diameter. This right here is your diameter. It is the same as this right here. So if I look here, I notice that my diameter, which wrapped around the outside, because this was around the outside, right? It went around 1, 2, 3 times and a little bit. Okay, so let's replay that. Watch again. So the distance around my circle, is 3 and a little bit. Times the diameter, right? Now, we have a special name for that little bit. We call that little bit pi. Okay, we see pi. Let me go back to here. And our little bit is called pi. So what we know is pi is we know that pi is equal to 3.14. Okay, so the pi is the relationship or ratio between the circumference of a circle and the diameter. Okay? So it's the relationship or ratio between the circumference and diameter. So if I am looking, I can write that as pi equals circumference divided by diameter. You can go around your house and measure the distance around the circle, measure the distance across the circle, and no matter what size that circle is, it will always come out to approximately 3.14. Now this is an irrational number that goes on forever and ever, and we will discuss irrational and rational numbers at a later time. But what you need to understand is that pi is the relationship between circumference and diameter. So now, if I'm going and I want to find the circumference of a circle, I'm going to need to use a specific formula. So if I'm looking at a problem that asks for the circumference of a circle and it's giving diameter, I'm going to adjust my ratio, which we had before. My ratio, we said that pi equals circumference divided by diameter. So if I wanted to rearrange this, if I multiplied by d on both sides, I'd have pi times diameter equals circumference. which is where we get this formula. Okay? Pi times diameter equals circumference. Okay? So that is one of the two formulas. Pi times diameter equals circumference, because diameter times 3.14 is the distance around the circle, no matter how big your circle. So if I'm looking at this problem here, what is the circumference of the circle? I use my formula, pi times diameter equals circumference. Well, for pi I use 3.14 times the diameter, and that gives me, it's going to be around 15, because I know that 5 times 3 is 15, so 3.14 times 5. I do not use the pi key, so I get 15.7 inches, okay? Circumference is essentially the perimeter of a circle. It's the distance around the circle, okay? So it's just like perimeter. It is just in units, not units squared or cubed, okay? So now let's look at another problem, and we're going to use this formula here, where it says circumference equals 2 times pi times r. Okay, we haven't talked about r yet, but r, going back to our first page that we looked at, represents radius. Radius is half of the diameter. So if I scroll down and look at a different problem, I can look here. Okay, so I can look here at this problem, and I can use my formula, 2 times pi times radius equals circumference, because 2 times r is the same as d. So I am just rewriting diameter as 2 times the radius, okay? Because I don't know the radius, or I don't know the diameter, I just know the radius. So I need to take my question, and I say, and I take my formula. So it says, which is given the radius or the diameter, the radius, and you do not have this sheet, this is just for notes. And so which formula should we use? I would suggest writing this circle showing the 6 centimeter radius and what we are going to do here to solve this. So which formula should we use? We should use 2 times pi times r equals circumference. So we look in here, we say 2 times 3.14 times the radius, which is 6. So we multiply that, and we say 2 times 3.14 times 6 gives me 37.68. And that is in just units, or centimeters, okay? No, you do not have the page by doing the example problems, but you can write them down. So these are the two formulas that you need to think about and know. So you have two formulas for circumference. You have 2 times pi times r equals circumference. So you use this when given the radius. Oops. No, that's not a radius. There we go. And then you have pi times diameter equals circumference, and you use when given the diameter. And now one step further, 2 times radius equals diameter. This is how they are interchangeable between here and here. Okay? So again, this is just your formula that you are going to be using to find the circumference of a circle. Circumference is the distance around your circle.